Hello, hello, hello. If you're new to my channel, I'm Violet, and Blackwood has actually been out for about a week now, and that's where I am. I'm in the city of Leowin, which is the largest city in Blackwood, and I don't know what the plans are for tonight. I know for sure we're going to go and get a companion. We're going to do the quest for getting both companions, actually. I've been playing this for about a week now. I've picked up both companions, not on all the characters, but on a lot of the characters. And I have been playing with one of the companions. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the companion that I've been playing with a lot. And I've actually leveled him up almost halfway to his top level. And then we're going to go get the other companion because there are some people who haven't played this yet. It came out on PC on June 1st, and on console it came out today. So that's the reason why I waited on streaming this, because didn't want any spoilers for any console players. So I'm on my pet sorcerer, and we're going to go and grab the companions and then maybe get into some questing. Just for those of you who don't know how I like to play, I do like to follow the story quest line, so I do listen to all the dialogue. And I will respond back to the NPCs. My acting's not that great, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and get the very first companion. Now, the first companion, so this is Blackwood. The first companion is located here. So we're going to, since we're over here and that's the closest one, we're going to go and grab him first. And that's Bastion Hallix. And yeah, so let's go and grab him. Now, if you have several characters on ESO, and let's say you picked up the companions, either companion or both, by doing the quest on one character, it'll be available to all your characters. However, you have to do the quests for each of the companions on all your characters you want to use the companions on, in order to be able to activate them on each character. So
you have my word. If the counselor is in Leowin or the surrounding countryside, the Ivory Brigade will find
Pico, over here.
A moment of your time, please.
So we're gonna head and do the companions. Oh shit. You know what? I just realized something. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck the prologue. I was going to say, I didn't do the prologue quest, but you know what? Fuck the prologue quest. We're going to go and get our companion and just start in Blackwood. There is a free prologue quest that you can get. You probably already know this if you play ESO. But, yeah, here's where we turn. Over here. Okay, let me just grab this way shrine, since it's just up this road. Okay. Blackwood is a really interesting land because, as you can see, it looks very foresty and meadowy, but you will see some areas that are very swampy, marshy. Marshy is a word, I don't think it is, so I'll just say swampy. Now, as I said, I've done this quest a few times already, so I know where to go, basically. There's another way shrine up ahead, which I will grab. And I enjoy having the companions. You can't use them for PvP or any solo arenas, but you can pretty much use them for everything else. You can take them into group dungeons. However, let's say a 4-man group dungeon, and let's say you take a companion. You can go with only 3 other people unless another person has a companion. If it's just you and another person and their companion, your companion, then it's only the 4 of you. Can't have any extra people. All right, so we grab this away shrine. And just check my map, see where I am. Guess we can go down this way. So here we kind of get into like the swampy area, so to speak. Sort of, not really. Here's that guy. Is he here? Where is he? No. It's... Oh, here it is.
Perhaps this was not such a grand idea. You have caught me in a moment of indecision, stranger. I set out with the idea of looking into strange rumors concerning Deepscorn Hollow. Now that I have had some time to think it over, I find that I lack the courage for the task.
Who are you, and what sort of rumors have you heard?
I am Zeechus. I deal in rumors, especially the sort that hint at opportunities. For example, there is a cave called Deepscorn Hollow on an island by the coast. It is said to be a smuggler's den. But that is not the only rumor about the place.
What else have you heard about Deepscorn Hollow?
Strange figures in hoods, travelers who disappear, masked nobles and dark rebels, smugglers' tales to scare off the locals, or something more. You seem brave. Perhaps you are interested. Remember your old friend Zeechus if you find riches there.
I'll go to Deepscorn Hollow and investigate these rumors. Alright, so all we have to do now is just cross this bridge. Oh, I just realized I don't have any of my pets. Okay. And I'm going to look in stuff because I'm looking for furniture plans and companion gear. Well, I can't get companion gear yet. You can't get companion gear.
Hey, over here. I need some help.
All right, so this is Bastion. This is one of the companions. So you have to do this quest in order to get him, and you have to do him and do this quest on all the characters you want to use Bastion with.
Thank the 8 Divines. I could really use some help. The name's Bastion. Watch yourself, friend. I was accosted by a dark elf at this very spot. She went into the cave over there hours ago, but she might return at any moment.
What dark elf? And what cave?
The dark elf Tanare Vels. She's a traveler I met along the road. The cave is Deepscorn Hollow. The entrance is over by the dock. I'm here to retrieve a fellow named Quistley Silvel. His family sent me to find him. I think he's in trouble.
And what do you want from me?
Untie me, please. The Silvels will pay well if you help me get Quistley out of whatever trouble he's in. And I could use someone to watch my back. Interested? Oh, and check the shack. I think Tanare dropped something during our struggle.
Okay, I'll see if the dark elf left any clues behind, and yeah, I'll help you rescue Quistley. Because if I don't help you rescue Quistley...
Look around, would you? I'd like to examine whatever my attacker dropped.
Okay, so I'll look around. Oh, look! Tanari's contract. Okay, let's read this. Tanari Vels. As promised, our agreement in writing. That you do not take me at my word after our long association is a bit insulting, but I am feeling indulgent. You are to bring one Quistley Silvel to the Syndicate in Leowin, preferably alive. Complete this job, and your debt to the Syndicate will be cleared. This fool, Quisley, has difficulty remembering his debts, but the Sylvels are a wealthy Daggerfall family. Maybe they can pay off their son's obligation. If not, debts can be paid off in a number of ways, as you well know. Current whereabouts? Seen leaving the city some weeks ago, claimed to be going to Gideon. May have joined smugglers or bandits operating out of a cave south and east of Leowin, Deepscorn Cavern, or caves. That area is riddled with caves. Wears an expensive signet ring, dresses like a useless rich knob, fancies himself a ladies' man, brags a lot. Hopefully, smugglers haven't killed him before we can collect on his debt. Lars Tull, Leowin. Well, alrighty then.
A letter? I knew I saw something fall out of Tanare's satchel when she ambushed me. Why, this is a contract. Tanare Vels is bringing Quisley in to pay debts in Leowin.
You and Tanare Vels are after the same quarry?
Damn it. I guess that explains why Tanare knocked me out and tied me up. Of course, that idiot Quisley would gamble away more than he had in his coin purse. He's done it before. Usually begs his parents for help, though.
Tanare's got a head start on you.
I ought to just let the Dark Elf have him, but it would be dishonorable. We better see if we can catch up to her. I'd like to leave her tied up and empty-handed when I drag Quisley out of here by his arrogant nose.
Did you tell Tanare you were going to Deepscorn Hollow?
Probably. Yes, I did. We were just idly talking on the road. It never occurred to me that someone else might be looking for that petulant brat. It's not the first time I've been asked to get Quisley out of trouble.
You don't sound very fond of Quisley.
I should try to hide it better, I suppose. We were raised together, more or less. Except he was the firstborn of a wealthy family, and I was the foundling they took in. Something which Quisley never quite let me forget.
Have you been looking after Quisley all along?
Well, it's the right thing to do. I mean, the Sylvels gave me shelter, educated me alongside Quisley, even hired a tutor for me when I showed some magical aptitude. I owe them. And if looking out for Quisley is how I pay them back, so be it.
Did Tanare react when you mentioned your task?
No, not that I noticed. She said to keep an eye out for smugglers along the coast, and departed soon after. She likely just hung back and followed me the rest of the way. Foolish of me. I should have been more alert.
How often do you work for the Sylvels?
All the time. House Sylvel has interests in a dozen cities. I travel all over Tamriel, looking after their business. I'm a mage by training, but I spend my days dealing with contracts and cargoes. And chasing after Quisley.
If you don't like the work, why do you do it?
The Sylvels fostered me from the time I was small, seeing to my education and giving me a place in their home. As I grew older, Lord Sylvel employed me in the family business. What I want to do isn't important. I have an obligation.
Let's go find Quisley.
This is different for Quisley. He's not one for any sort of rough living, other than maybe going to gambling dens and taverns in the seedier parts of town.
Not to worry, Bastion. We will find your friend. Sunken masonry dating back to the First Empire dots the southern coast of Cyrodiil. Despite the ruins' magnificent origins, or perhaps because of them, vile cults, blah blah blah.
Maybe there's more to this place than meets the eye.
Oh yeah, there is more to this than meets the eye.
First time I've had to look for Quisley in such a rustic location. Not his usual style.
Ow! Did I miss a backpack? It's alright. Oh, there's one here. Actually, let's get her first. Okay. Ah. See? I got some kind of furniture
Not
thing.
a smuggling operation.
Notes of Lovey Rathel the Sage. I'm not gonna read it. It's not important. Alright, let's go this way. Any backpacks around before we go on? Oh, here we go. Alright. Oops. Somebody else is in here getting their companion.
How did Quisley stand it down here? It's not what I'd call luxurious.
Is there a backpack here? I can't tell.
Those roots. It looks like there's another passage beyond.
Let's go check it out. Okay.
Looks like the ruin just sunk into the ground here.
Looks like it. Okay, let me go up here.
Help! Help! Somebody!
Keep your voice down. Those lunatics will
Look,
hear you.
they have captives. We mean you no harm. We're looking for
Over
someone.
here. Let me out before these cultists kill me.
Let me out
I
too!
would not
There's a
linger
cult of
here.
Sithis in these
Leave
caves!
if you
They
value your
sacrifice
life.
people! Thank you. We've been here for days. You should get out of here too, stranger. These people, the Unmakers, they're crazy. I think they're preparing to sacrifice people. Why would anyone want to do such a thing?
We're looking for a Breton named Quisley Sylvel. Have you seen him?
I've met no one by that name, but that doesn't mean he's in here somewhere. The only non-cultist I've seen in days was a dark elf who sneaked by a short time ago. She motioned for us to wait and left without a word. I should go.
Hold on a minute. Who are these people? And why did they take you prisoner?
They're cultists, I think. They follow someone called the Daughter of Sithis, and they talk about sacrifices to the Unmaker. I was on the road to Gideon when they grabbed me. Can I go now?
Take the passage to the south, and be careful.
Before we continue, let's talk a moment. Cultists? That explains some of the decoration in here. So much for the smuggler hypothesis. I didn't expect to have to fight through a nest of cultists to extract Quisley from this mess, but so be it. What's he gotten himself mixed up in now?
Do you know anything about the Sithis cults?
What's there to know? They worship a god of death, darkness, and primordial chaos. Nothing good can come of that. Quisley's always getting into trouble, but it usually involves love or dice. He could be in real danger this time.
The Wood Elf saw Tanari Vels come through not long ago. She wants Quisley alive too.
Allowing Quisley to be dragged off to angry criminals is not much of an improvement. While Quisly might deserve it, I can't let Tenare Vels get him either. I want to try to grab one of these cultists and get some answers.
Why are you responsible for Quisly?
It's a long story. Suffice it to say, I owe his family a great debt. Quisly and I were more or less raised together. The Sylvels count on me to watch out for him, or help him if he needs it.
So, you and Quisly are like brothers.
That's what the Sylvels say when they need me to help him. But he's their son. I'm just someone they raised. Forgive me if I sound ungrateful. They took me in and made sure I was clothed, educated, trained. They didn't have to do that.
How many times have you had to get Quisly out of trouble?
I've lost count. He does as he pleases. Unfortunately, what pleases him seems to land him in hot water. Every time. This, though, how Quisly stumbled into a cult's clutches, I can only guess.
You said you owe the Sylvels a debt?
I'm the son of Lord Martel Hallix, the traitor.
A traitor? I haven't heard of him.
I suppose the story's not well known outside of court circles. My father was one of High King Emmerich's most trusted advisors. But when I was only a toddler, he plotted to secretly murder Emmerich and appoint himself regent. Or so I'm told.
So what happened?
He failed, of course. Others in my family were implicated in the plot. The High King stripped House Hallix of its titles and domains. My mother died of shame. I was far too young to have been a part of it, though, so the Sylvels took me in.
Okay. On we go. Let's go rescue your foster brother. Oh, this way. I saw somebody here.
I wonder what this place was. It doesn't look dwarven.
No, it doesn't look dwarven at all.
Let's corner one of these cultists. They might know what's happened to Quisly.
I'm not really with them. Don't hurt me!
You there! Stop!
You'd better not
Ah.
lay a finger on me. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Zenithar, give me patience.
There's somebody here with the same dress that I have on. Let's talk to this Fluvius Salva.
What is the meaning of this intrusion? Who are you people? What do you think you're doing here? I warn you, I am favored by the daughter of Sithis. She will avenge every injury you inflict on me.
We need information. We're looking for Quisly Sylvel.
Quisly Sylvel? He belongs to Leleus now. She is the daughter of Sithis, and none dare defy her. Leave while you can. You're fools if you think you can save him from her.
Fine. Where is Leleus then? When will she sacrifice Quisly?
The daughter of Sithis and her brother are in the Fane of Scorn. I don't know when she plans to grant Sylvel the Kiss of Sithis. Someone else is to be sacrificed today. I've told you what you wanted to know. Can I go?
If Quisly isn't to be sacrificed, then who is?
Some dark elf they caught. Even now she faces the death of the Crystal Fangs in the next chamber. Leleus herself presides in the Fane below. I haven't been invited there yet, so I don't know for sure where it is. Now let me go. Please?
Who are you people anyway?
We follow Sithis, Serpent of Chaos, Unmaker, Bringer of Endings. The daughter of Sithis claims this place has been sacred to the Unmaker for years uncounted. Only when all has been consumed in the jaws of the void can the world be reborn.
Why would you join a cult devoted to such things?
War tears the Empire apart. Daedric sorcery scourges the land. Chaos reigns. In times such as these, what power is greater than chaos? It seemed pretty exciting and different. Now I'm not so sure. I didn't really expect all the killing.
Bastion, what do you want to do with this cultist?
I don't believe him. I think he knows more than he says he does. The daughter of Sithis? The Fane of Scorn? I don't believe it. Quisly's fallen in with death worshippers?
Is Quisly the type to join a cult?
Hardly. The only thing that interests Quisly is himself. Either these Sithis followers hid their true nature to lure him in, or he's so besotted with a woman that he doesn't realize he's in danger. Either way, I'd better get him out of here.
What about Tanari Vels?
I'm not sure I believe this sniveling cultist, but we shouldn't let anyone get sacrificed. Not even Tanare Vels. Let's split up. You keep going, in case he's telling the truth. I'll see if I can find out more about the daughter and the Fane.
I'll see you later.
Please, I'll tell you anything you want. Just, I know where a map of this place is. It's not far. Just, don't hit me.
Helpful of you. What else can you tell me?
Help! Break these crystals! Please, they're killing me!
Okay, so these other people killed people that were in here. Cool.
Praise Vec. Thank you, stranger. Let's talk somewhere safer.
I love how they hop when they're injured. It's so funny.
Those
we got a party
idiots
going
were
on.
going to sacrifice me to Sithis. Ugh, my skin still feels like I've got 1,000 tiny spiders biting me. That was horrible. Oh, and thank you. I don't know what someone like you is doing here, but I won't argue with Providence.
I'm helping Bastion Hallix find his foster brother.
Ah, the dutiful and not terribly clever mage. I'll bet he's angry with me. I took care not to inflict any permanent damage on him, and I fully intended to set him free just as soon as I finish here. It's business, not personal.
I freed Bastion and found your contract with Lars Tull.
Then you understand my predicament. I need Sylvel if I want Lars Tull off my back. But it's not worth getting myself killed over. Help me get out of here and I'll help you. I got a look at a map, so I think I know where you can find Sylvel.
What do you know about this place?
Not much. Lars Tull suspected that Quisly was hiding out in a smuggler's cave on the coast. I thought I'd have to check them all. Then I ran into your friend, Bastion. I knew there was something off about the smuggler story, though. It didn't fit.
How much of a debt does Quisly Sylvel owe this Lars Tull?
He must be in deep, if Lars Tull is willing to write off what I owe to get his claws on Quisly. Too bad for him, but it's a chance for me to get out of a bad situation. Lars Tull makes a good living from other people's mistakes. Or desperation.
How did you end up in debt to Lars Tull?
I borrowed gold against imagined winnings like every gambler ever. You ask a lot of questions. Not to be rude, but I'd really rather find Quisley and get out of here. These cultists already tried to sacrifice me once, after all.
You said something about a map?
I found notes left behind by some unfortunate scholar. He'd apparently come here to make a survey of the ruins. I hope he had the good sense to retreat when he found fresh evidence of occult presence. More likely, he came to a bad end.
Did you see anything about a chamber called the Fane of Scorn?
I did. It's all the way down at the end of this maze, naturally. The scholar's notes hinted that it's an abandoned temple, once dedicated to Sithis. Well, probably not abandoned now. Good. I saw a rough map of this place before I got caught, so I think I know where to go. I'll keep out of your way if we run into more cultists. After that ritual, I'm in no condition for a fight. The cultists definitely go on and on about Sithis.
Well, of course. They're enamored. I have a statue of Sithis at my house, my castle, or my villa. The Vicious Villa is what I call it.
Dead end and a vampire in a cage. This isn't terribly helpful. There's got to be a way through. I know what I saw on the map. Maybe the map... I would have sworn the map I saw showed a passage here. Unless... could it be a hidden passage? I'll look around a bit. Why don't you see if the vampire knows anything?
What do you think the vampire knows?
If he's been here long enough, he must have seen cultists coming or going through any hidden passages. But be careful with him. I don't trust vampires.
The map you saw may have been inaccurate.
Perhaps. But I'd rather not fight my way through half the cult to get to Quisley Sylvel. If there's a passage here, it could save us quite a lot of trouble. Get in, get what you need, then get out. That's how I prefer to do things.
Okay, I'll talk to the vampire.
Your comrade is correct. There's a hidden door. You're not part of this cult, are you? In fact, you appear to be lost. Your dark elf friend watches me with no small amount of suspicion. Perfectly understandable, but I'm not a slave to my hunger. Why are you wandering around Deepscorn Hollow anyway? The daughter of Sithis is fond of sacrificing strangers.
We're searching for a Breton named Quisley Sylvel.
I have heard the name. The daughter of Sithis herself has him. These miserable Sithis pretenders. I can show you the passage you seek. I'll consider it payback for the way they locked me up.
That would be helpful.
They hid the switch for a secret door under that crate over there by the wall. Clever, if one is a child. I cannot believe I thought these weak-minded fools might have a genuine insight into the dark mysteries of Sithis.
Tell me more about the daughter of Sithis.
Lalace is a noble from Leowen who made a game of dabbling in dark lore. As I understand it, she found this place and managed to wake a presence that had been sleeping here for ages. She surrendered to the darkness eagerly. I doubt that it cared.
What about all the socialites who follow her?
Fools and dilettantes bewitched by the daughter's powers. They believe she is the living embodiment of Sithis' dark will, servant of an ancient power. But the only power she serves is her own avarice and lust, like any greedy mortal.
Thank you for your help.
Huh. Surprisingly helpful.
Wait. Would you do me a favor in return? Perhaps before you rush off, you might unlock this cell? A favor in return for my showing you the switch? Let me again assure you, I'm in control of my urges. I shall not harm you.
First, tell me how you wound up in that cell.
I came here hoping the temple held answers about my condition. But the cultists discovered me as I fed upon an unwary noble from Gideon. The daughter of Sithis was intrigued, but when she realized I had not yet mastered my powers, she locked me away.
Why don't you just turn into mist?
Yes, that would be an elegant solution to my predicament. I'm afraid that I'm rather new to this state of being. I haven't figured out that trick yet.
How do I know you won't attack us?
I'm still capable of gratitude, stranger. I just want to be free of this place. I came here expecting something quite different.
Fine. I'll let you out.
Perhaps before you rush off, you might unlock this cell? A favor in return for my showing you the switch? Let me again assure you, I'm in control of my urges. I shall not harm you.
I knew it.
Thank you.
I never grow
Perhaps the
tired of
friend
being
you
correct.
seek might still be alive.
This should take us right to the cult's hidden temple. Come on.
Oh my.
Hold
I was
up
like,
a
look,
moment before we go on. I've been thinking. I stumbled headlong into a bad situation once already. I do try to learn from my mistakes. I've been thinking. There's a good chance we won't find Quisley Sylvel alive.
What happens if you return empty-handed?
Nothing good. I wouldn't go so far as to say that it comes down to bringing Quisley in, or taking his place, but it's close. I really need to be free of Lars Tull. I barely persuaded him to give me this chance. I won't get another one.
What do you suggest, then?
This may sound ghoulish, but if Quisley is dead, I'd like his signet ring. It's big, gold, and set with rubies. If I bring it back to Lars Tull, it will show that I held up my end of our bargain, and he would take it in payment of my debt.
We need to locate Quisley first, alive or dead.
Someone's coming!
Oh, there you are. I'm afraid I wasted my time on that cultist. He knew nothing. Glad I caught up to you. Oh, you put the fear of the gods into our captive cultist. He was sobbing on the floor when I gave up and left. I did meet a surprisingly talkative vampire, though. He told me which way you went. And seriously, do not turn your back on Tanare.
Have you learned anything more about this cult?
Our weepy friend told me that Quisley's quite taken with this daughter of Sithis. Figures. My guess is he told her his family is wealthy, so she's keeping him alive for ransom. We'll probably find them in the shrine they call the Fane of Scorn.
Tanara knows where the Fane is, although she thinks Quisley may have been sacrificed already.
She seems like the sort who expects the worst. I remain optimistic. I don't always get along with Quisley, but I don't want him to end up sacrificed by the cult. Or turned into some crime boss's object lesson, for that matter.
Someone has to pay Quisley's debts in Leowin.
Not at the cost of his life. I'll figure out something. I always do. But just in case, warn Tanari that she'd better not try anything foolish when we get Quisley. She caught me off guard once. It won't happen again.
Let's just find him first, and then we can sort it all out.
You're not even going to apologize, are you?
I'm sorry?
Just keep your distance from Quisley. He's my responsibility.
Okay, where do we go? I think we have to go downstairs. Oh, let me just grab and see what's in this pack. Nothing. Okay, there's usually a bunch of people
Wesley!
here.
Bastion, what are you doing here? Go away.
I'm no use in a fight right now. I'll
dear.
keep back.
I'll get out of the way.
Arise, my brother. Kill these trespassers.
I need to grab Quisly before he runs off again. The little bastard.
How dare you? Lalice would never have hurt me. She said so.
She murders people, you idiot! You were probably next.
I'm not talking to you, Bastion. Nor to that rude dark elf that just laughed at me. You spoiled everything. You and that lumbering oaf my father insists on sending to make my life miserable. And whoever that dark elf is, barging in and ruining my life. Who do you people think you are?
We saved your life. The cultists planned to sacrifice you.
Well, that's just your opinion. Everybody here treated me as a guest of honor. And Lalace, the daughter of Sithis, chose me to be her consort. She told me that she'd give me the kiss of Sithis soon. Why would you ruin this for me?
Tanari says Lars Tull wants a word with you.
That is no concern. Wait. Did you say Lars Tull? Is that why the Dark Elf's here? I've seen her in his headquarters, Otir. I may owe him some gold.
You're lucky to be leaving this place alive, whoever claims you.
Claim me? I am not some sack of flour to be bargained over. Oh, very well. Bastion works for me, indirectly. I'll go with him. I can write a promissory note for the Dark Elf to deliver to her thug of a boss. He's a terrible person.
I'm not sure the decision is up to you, Quisly.
Bastion doesn't seem very fond of Quisly. I can't imagine why. We compared notes while you were talking with that simpering idiot. Bastion said he might have an idea that would solve things for both of us.
You don't want to deliver Quisly to Lars Tull?
Years ago, I lost everything trying to get my brother out of a fishy trading scheme. Lars Tull offered to help me. I'm still paying for it. It would be grand to be done with Lars Tull and to pull one over him at the same time.
That sounds risky.
If Bastion's willing to work with me, and perhaps forget about the knocked out and tied up business, I think we might have room for a compromise.
I'll speak with him and see what he's thinking.
Once we get Quisly out of here, I'm done. I've paid my debt to his family 3 times over. All right. I think I know how to sort this out. If Tanare is prepared to listen, that is, I'm willing to overlook the knock on the head to settle this.
What's your plan?
First, we need to get Quisly out of Blackwood. Tanare doesn't have anything personal against him. Well, no more than anyone else who meets him. But the criminals she'd bring Quisly to might kill him.
Will Quisly go along with that?
I'll threaten to tell his parents about this whole affair unless he cooperates and goes straight back to Daggerfall. Quisly knows that Lord Sylvel can cut him off. It's the only threat that actually scares him. He would have to earn a living.
What about Tanari?
I think we can all walk away from this. We ship Quisly home, secretly. Then we make sure that Tanare has something she can take back to Lars Tull. Thank you, friend. I think Lord Sylvel would agree that you've earned your payment.
I just realized something. I thought I muted so I could clear my throat, but I don't think I did. And if I didn't, I'm sorry. So excuse me for that. But I'm still dealing with bronchitis and stuff, so that I've been dealing with for about 2 months now. Okay, so normally, if you've never picked up the companion before, you'll see above the gold here, you'll see that you also get the companion. But since I've already gotten him, I only get the gold. So, I mean, I already got him on another character first. So, all right, so we'll complete the quest.
What do you think, Tanare? Are you willing to give it a try?
I'll need to bring last told proof of Quisley's demise.
What kind of proof would you need?
I'm clearly not dead!
If I bring Quisley's signet ring to Last Toll, he'll believe me.
That's what I was thinking. I'll tell the Sylvels that Quisley sold the ring to pay his debt.
I'm right here!
That ring should work. It might even cover most of Quisley's debt.
What? My ring? I'm not giving you a damn thing! Bastion, keep that woman away from me!
Here you go. I'll make sure Quisley understands to stay away from Blackwood.
Thank you. This should clear my account with Last Toll. And perhaps clear yours with this ingrate and his family too.
We should leave this place. I'll see Quisley on his way when he comes around.
There goes Quisley. With a black eye. Black-eyed Quisley. Oops. Should be running. Okay, there we go. Now, when I'm going to jump down here. Okay. And I'm going to pull up under my allies, my companions. Now, see here, it says I have to complete the quest Shattered and Scattered before I can summon this companion. So I haven't done that yet, naturally. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to summon him. And I'm going to talk to him.
Always ready to help.
So, I'm going to go into the companion menu, and we have rapport. Now, on the first character that I actually grabbed him on, the rapport has gone up to friendly. But on this one, it's cordial because I haven't really worked with him yet. And I've made him like a Magica Dragon Knight. So he's already been leveled up because I've been using him on a few characters already. So he's leveled up quite a bit. I have to get him to level 20 so I can get his ultimate assigned. So, but he's almost halfway, 36% to level 12. So he's done pretty good. Now, he's already dressed up. Oh, I think I have to take him to... Yeah. All right. I have to take him to the city. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I got the free apartment here. It's always handy to get the free apartments, let me tell you. Gets for getting around fairly quickly. All right, and there's Bastion. So now, let me go here. And he's gonna follow me.
I love cities. The rude people, the noise, the chaos. Is it strange that I find it comfortable?
I want to take him over to a outfit station. I have one at home, but I don't want to go all the way back to the villa. Okay. I already have his outfit picked out and everything. So that's all I wanted. And then get him over here. Let's talk to him.
What can I do for you?
Let's pick him a good mount. Mount. What kind of mount should we give him? Let's pick that one. Okay, let's hop on our mounts and see what he looks like.
The trail.
Okay, it's a good mount. All right. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do the quest for Mirri, which is the other companion. So I don't have a way shrine all the way there, but we'll just go here. She's actually up in here. It's called Doom Vault Volpanaz. But we'll take the way shrine there. Okay. Make sure I'm in the right spot. Is this here? Yeah. No. We need to go this way? Yeah, okay. It's quite a bit of a ride. But luckily, I've got some speed. There's also a way shrine I want to grab too. Now each companion has likes and dislikes. So like for example, Bastion, he doesn't like it when you murder or steal. Hold on. I thought there was, and maybe it's down here. And if you murder or steal, your rapport with Bastion goes down. Oops. Did I miss a way shrine? Yeah, there it is. Nope, that's Fort Redmain. But the road to Doom Vault is right over here. That's a, let's keep riding down this road. I wish they would mark it on the map. Ah, there's Doom Vaults. Okay. There's the Doom Vaults Way Shrine.
I hear ya, noisy little chits. These ones are always going on about this great treasure they hid. Think they have to shout since my ears aren't what they used to be, but I can hear just fine.
Tell me about the squirrel's treasure.
I knew that would get your attention. I'm not the sort of woman who would lie, you know. Can't tell you where it is, not with all these little ones running around. They don't want it to be too easy for you. I can give you a hint, though.
What are the nearby points of interest?
They say it's a place of buried ruins and lost hopes. And also stone arches. I've asked, and there's nothing poetic about the arches. The squirrels say they're not even that good for climbing on.
Why are you sharing this with me?
I'm tired of the squirrels' annoying chatter. Still, these little creatures have been my loyal companions for a long time. I'd like to see someone else grow to respect their usefulness like I have.
Nice talking with you, lady. Little crazy, but nice talking to you. Aha, Doom Vault Wolf and Nuz Way Shrine. That's what I was looking for, not the other one. But, hey, we got an extra way shrine, so... we're just gonna go ahead and,
What do you think you'll make with that?
well, Bastion, I'll probably use it for crafting some kind of armor. Okay, so you pick up this note. Adventurers wanted for exciting opportunity. Brave souls sought to explore a newly uncovered... Hey, go away. Ruin. Once in a lifetime opportunity for glory and gold. Inquire with Zigara about the expedition. Written in another hand. Big job. Seems less than legal, but the gold's real. Meet north of Fort Redmayne. Bring friends. See you soon, little brother. Mirri. A note that was dropped. So Mirri Elendis is the other companion. She is, I guess you would say, a bit snarky. She's like a Nightblade type character.
My orders are to observe the ruin, not help you mount a suicidal rescue mission.
Then you can observe me kicking every fetching cultist's ass standing between me and my little brother. Who are you? Another of these useless lay-in layabouts? No, you're an adventurer like me. Don't tell me, Zigara roped you into this mess too.
No? What's the trouble?
My little brother and I answered a job posting seeking adventurers to help explore a newly discovered ruin. Only once the expedition got underway, and we were all split up, our employers turned on us. I barely got away.
What's your plan now?
Free my little brother and the others before something terrible befalls them. I don't know if I can do this on my own, but I have to try. Can I count on your help? Or were all the questions just morbid curiosity? I can pay if I have to.
I'll help you with your rescue.
There were 5, in addition to me, who got duped into this. My brother, Liam, Eolaf, a Nord warrior, Ardia, a High Elf researcher, Dijos, an Argonian scout, and Garlor, a wood elf adventurer. Other than my brother, I don't know a lot about them.
What do you know about the ones who tried to take you captive?
Not much. Zagira, the woman who hired us, was charming. I didn't buy her story that her expedition was for study, but she paid half our fee up front. I figured they were just treasure hunters looking for plunder. We had no idea they were a cult.
When did you realize?
About the time they said, don't kill her, we need her for the ritual, while trying to wrestle me to the ground. Probably saved my life, though. I fought twice as hard knowing they were taking it easy on me. No one else escaped that I know of.
I'm ready when you are.
We didn't get far with our expedition before things went sour, but the ruin was in pretty bad shape. You'll need a grapple bow to get anywhere quickly. Fortunately, I have a spare. They're simple enough to use if you've never tried one.
I want to ask you some questions.
All right, but remember, you already agreed to help me. It'd be rude to back out now. But seriously, I need your help. Please don't change your mind.
Can you tell me about this ruin?
It's Daedric in origin. Our employer claimed it was recently uncovered, but I have a hard time believing no one noticed until now. And despite its condition, it doesn't seem that old. Barely any overgrowth at all. None of it makes any sense.
You're saying this is new construction?
100 years old at most. I couldn't tell you who built it or how it came to be demolished, though. I didn't get much time to study it before those fetching cultists tried to throw a sack over my head and drag me off.
How do I use the grapple bow you gave me?
Just line up your sights with a suitable anchor point, release the bolt, and get ready to fly. Don't worry, they're pretty much designed to do all the work. The worst you'll have to worry about is underestimating the pull and spraining your neck.
All right. Before I go in here, I'm going to step away from the computer just for a moment because I need to take a bio break. So I'll be right back. And I'm sorry, I'm not a real streamer. I don't have any of those fancy stuff, the be right back screens and stuff like that streamers have. So anyway, hang on a second. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's go into the Doom Vault Volpanaz. Come on, Bastion. Let's help this lady.
We need to reach the base camp, but be careful. I saw a lot more cultists during my escape than the ones who led me here.
Cultists. Looks like these ones here were taken care of. Yep, I think that guy took care of them. Gotta leave those guys alone. Nobody here.
That's
okay.
Not our sky. It wasn't like this before. We should hurry. The bridge is out, but that support looks sturdy enough for the grapple bow. base camp should be... Eolaf! What are those fetchers doing to him? That's Eolaf. One of the other adventurers Zagira duped with this setup. They've got him strung up like a new life pony guar. Survey stone's my ashy arse. That's a sacrifice if I've ever seen one. We've got to do something.
Survey stone.
Zagira had us escorting her scholars around the area to place those so-called survey stones. Supposedly, they would get the layout of this place in an instant. Bunch of guar dung, clearly. It's sucking the life out of him.
Can we destroy it?
I damn well plan to try. It'll be dangerous, though. For Eolaf, most of all. That ritual is already feeding off of him somehow. The sudden shock of destroying the stone might kill him. We could try weakening the ritual before ending it entirely.
How do we do that?
That array by Eolaf seems to be the heart of the ritual, but the magic is being drawn to another focal point nearby. Destroying that might lighten the load on Eolaf, and the backlash of ending the ritual by force. It's the best chance of saving him.
Understood. Let's go.
We need to stop that ritual, the sooner the better, but Eolaf's chances of surviving go up exponentially if we try picking it apart carefully, instead of smashing the central array right at the start. The grapple bow should help us search around.
How do you know all of this?
I don't know it. I'm making an educated guess. Daedrology is my main field of study, though I tend to avoid getting caught up in their worship and rituals. Mostly, I'm fascinated why anyone would join these fetching cults in the first place.
Why study Daedra if you don't really care for them?
I took an interest in the anticipations of the Tribunal and my ancestors' worship of them before the three rose to godhood. Dark elves aren't the only ones who revere Daedra alongside divines, but now's not the time for a philosophical discussion.
Alright, so we're going to go here. There's one right there, so we're going to use that grapple point.
Endure, Lord. The foothold is nearly complete.
That did it! The ritual's weakened! Zagira! Eolaf! Follow me, quickly!
You don't have to tell me twice. Thanks mightily for getting me out of there. I don't know how much longer I could have lasted.
What was it they were doing to you?
Trying to pitch me into Orky's gnarled teeth. Or Dagon's, rather. Felt like all the air was sucked out of my lungs. Would have killed me if you hadn't come along. Was it always this hot in here?
Do you know why they were trying to sacrifice you?
I'm just hired muscle. I don't meddle with magic. They were talking, though, about positioning the other stones. They sent each of us as an escort, split us up. If they got the better of me, I'm sure the others are in just as much trouble now.
Will you be alright?
Haven't felt this bad since I nearly drowned in the sea of ghosts. But I can feel my strength coming back. I think I'll be good enough to move once I've got my breath. I'll be fine. Help the others while there's still time.
It worked! Sorry if that sounds too much like surprise, but I couldn't be sure if that would be enough to save Eolaf's life until we tried it. If the cult is doing this to the others, we should be able to free them too, if we're careful.
Any idea what it was they were doing to Eolaf?
It was definitely a Daedric ritual, but not your typical sacrifice. Offerings to the princes are usually quick and brutal. This was much more purposeful. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish, but they were using Eolaf's soul to power it.
Do you know where the others are taken?
The Swits didn't tell us much of their plans before stabbing us in the back, but I've got a rough idea where they were taking the other stones. If we head out the other side of these corridors, we should be on the right path.
Let's keep moving then. Yeah. More corridors. Fun. At least they were ahead of me, so I don't have to kill anything. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh,
I recognize that journal. It belonged to Ardia.
Exploration of the Shattered Ruin. Zagira has paid us well to escort her surveyors through this unusual ruin. Truth be told, I might have come along for free if I'd known what we'd find here. The Daedric designs are like nothing I've ever seen, but disturbingly familiar. They are expansive as well, far more so than they first appeared. I feel like we haven't traveled that far, but the landscapes within the compound seems incongruous to what I observed from outside the entrance. I should probably draw a few maps along with my notes. I knew I should have mapped as I went. Zagira's surveyors turned on me as soon as they got me away from the rest of our group. I tripped and my cloak tore free, so I just need to write down where I go. Process of elimination. Left, out the door, across the chasm. I'm completely turned around. I hear them coming. No time. Interesting.
Well, I'll be. Ardia actually made a break for it. She's the last one I'd have expected to escape. 2 left feet, that one. Much as I'd like to believe she made it out, somehow I doubt it.
You think she was caught?
Honestly, I'm impressed she made it this far, but my gut tells me she's still here. I think we should keep looking for the rest of those sacrificial stones. Whoever's still bound up in the cult's rituals is in the greatest danger.
Understood.
It's getting to the point that I hardly recognize this place. It's like the sky is on fire and everything's scorched. Did the cult come here just to destroy this place? That hardly makes any sense, but Daedra worship too often doesn't.
Maybe the destruction isn't the point.
It's possible this is all just a side effect of the ritual, not its intent. Who knows? Maybe their magic isn't just feeding on the souls of those they've captured, but everything here. All the more reason to stop them, quickly.
Okay.
And look, those trees. The shifting is more drastic here.
Hmm.
To arms!
Was that? No. That's people. They were looking for stuff.
Looks like they caught Ardia after all. We need to free her.
You came back, Mirri. I look forward to reuniting you with your brother.
We need to free Ardia from that ritual before it drains her soul completely, even if it kills her. Still, we should look for focal crystals nearby that are drawing power from her. Destroying them is the only way to save her life and her soul.
What do you mean by even if it kills her?
I mean, stopping the ritual prematurely might kill her, but there are fates worse than death. If her soul is drained entirely from her body, it won't be left to the mercy of the divines. It'll probably wind up in the clutches of oblivion.
Look.
master will reclaim what is his. Use my power!
Thanks, Bastion, but I'm good. I got my Twilight Matriarch to heal me.
It helped, but there's still something drawing power from the ritual. Let's keep looking.
Okay, let's keep looking. Let's go back this way. Ah, there we go.
That's done it. Now, destroy the array.
Together now!
Okay.
Come on, Anya. Watch your step.
Which way they go?
I'm just a little
This way.
unsteady.
Ah, there's Ardia.
Normally, I love new experiences. It's why I got into exploring. Not that one. Never, ever again.
We found your journal.
Oh, I thought I'd never see that again. Thank you. I have a great deal to add to it now. I think it's good to record all you can, good and bad. It forces you to think about what you've seen and done. Makes you more mindful of how events shape you.
Did you learn something that we might find helpful?
Zigira was yelling at her followers about jeopardizing the foothold when I was trying to escape. I don't quite get what she meant, but I think they're turning this place into their stronghold. And I saw Zigira when they caught me. The real Zigira.
What do you mean, the real Zigira?
Among her followers, she dropped the mask she'd been wearing. She's a Daedra. These cultists are the usual misguided fools dabbling with things they don't really understand. They're true believers. I'll never forget how they howled for her adulation.
It looks like Ardia will be all right. Hopefully she can make a successful escape this time.
How many more of these rituals do you think there are?
I can't be certain, but Dijo, Scarlor, and my little brother Liam are still missing. We have to assume they've been captured and bound like the other two. We need to stop these rituals, and not just for their sakes.
What do you mean?
I have a theory about the purpose of these rituals. The changes to the land, the sky, the blasted heat. I think this place is being overtaken by another plane. If I had to guess, I'd say it's becoming the Deadlands.
How is that possible?
I think this ruin isn't actually part of Nirn. More like a piece of our world bottled up, and the cult is trying to fill the bottle from another source.
All the more reason to stop these rituals.
Over here! Garlor? Oh, fetching Vec!
Garlor's eyes are vacant. He is oblivious to the world. He's become a soul shriven.
He's gone. Soul shriven. I've read accounts of this happening, but I've never seen it myself. This ravaged body is all that's left of Garlor. His soul, gone somewhere, far worse. This is what will happen to the others. To my little brother.
Only if we fail.
Right. You're right. This isn't the time to lose it. There's still hope for the others. Galor couldn't have wandered far like this. There must be another ritual site nearby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Good.
Okay.
That's cruel and wasteful.
This way. And another grapple point.
This is it! And they've got Dijos!
Work with me!
They got Dijos. Okay, so there's one there and there's one up there. So let's go back here. Because I've done this before. I know there's that grapple point up there.
This focal point is finished, but it wasn't the only one.
And then, oh, can I jump up? There's another, nope, it's over here. There's another grapple point up here.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! I like it when Bastion says that.
It stopped feeding on their soul. Let's do the same to the rest.
Split up!
Nope.
Ritual
Nope.
You're free! Come on! Came back for me?
Of course we came back for you, Dijos. So I have to talk to Dijos.
Thanks to you, there will be something left for the Hist when my time finally comes. But I did not expect the Dark Elf to stick her neck out for me.
Why not?
Dark Elves have not been kind to my Eggkin, and I have not been kind to theirs in turn. I see I judged her too harshly. I should apologize to her and her brother, if he still lives. He was taken prisoner by Zagira, personally.
Do you know where she took him?
To the heart of the vault, she said. Further down this path. Where it leads, I cannot say. I don't even recognize this place anymore. I only know it dries my scales worse than Ebonheart.
We managed to save her. I don't know if that'll improve her opinion of me. Well, my kind. But I'm glad. I wouldn't wish what happened to poor Galor on anyone.
You've accounted for everyone but your brother.
Liam, hang in there, little brother. We'll find you. We seem to be getting close to the heart of the cult's plot. Other than the ruins, the terrain here is unrecognizable from where we came from. I'd wager that's where we'll find him. And Zagira.
You want to go after her too?
No, I don't care about that hooded viper. I just want my little brother back. But if she stands in our way, I'll gladly kick her fetching ass back to oblivion. Come on, Liam needs me.
Okay, down this path. Yep.
my power.
Okay, and then I believe, if I remember correctly, we go up these stairs. And we have to cross again over here. And then we gotta go up here.
Sagira! Give Liam back, and maybe I won't fetch and kill you!
You may listen to your brother's muffled screams, unmolested, as you stand helpless before this gateway.
Damn it! She sealed the gate. We need to remove that barrier. That switch might have something to do with it. That switch locked us out. We aren't getting that gate open by force, but I bet that mechanism plays some part in getting it open.
Any thoughts on what to do?
I think that mechanism must be connected to the gate, but that can't be the only thing stopping us, or Sagira wouldn't be so confident. We should look around. There might be more of these Daedric objects involved in the barrier.
Okay, so we got that switch. Hold on. Let's go up here. Oh, shit!
Work with me.
Okay, let's go up here. Yay, I got a champion point. I want to get check what's in this backpack. Oh, I don't want to talk to Mirri. Yep. Okay, so we got switch number 1. There's a switch up there. So let's get that one. Next. Where's the... Oh, here it is. There it is. And then...
I think that did it! The gate's unsealed. Let's find Liam.
Let's find Liam.
Sagira, if you think a little lava is going to stop me, you've got another thing coming.
Let's get Sagira first.
This realm.
Okay, we got her. Alright, so all we gotta do now... Okay, that's the central one. Alright.
This is it! We're going to save Liam and stop Sagira's plot here and now. Let's find the ritual's focal points and weaken it so we can set him free.
You think we have time for that? Yeah, we have time. I'm not gonna kill her brother.
Look for other focal crystals. I think that's all of them. Now, the array.
Was there a grapple hook? Yeah. Don't worry, Liam, we gotcha.
Thank feck. I'll get you out of here.
I thought I'd never see you again.
Here's the gang, reunited.
You can inform your worthless legates that we stopped the cultists. No thanks to you.
Just be grateful your little dispute didn't land you afoul of the law. Cease your meddlesome trespassing while you're ahead, and get a real job.
We did it! My little brother is safe, and that backstabbing viper Zagira's plans are in shambles. Oh, I almost wish I could see what Dagon does to her for her failure, but my imagination's probably better than his anyway.
What next?
We leave this useless swit to his report and count to Zora's lucky stars. My little brother is alive and well, thanks to you. That's more than I could ask. We owe you. If you ever need anything, and I mean anything, you can count on me.
Now, just like with Bastion, above the gold here, there would be a little image of Mirri, but I've already got her, so and above it will say you receive Mirri in the gold. So, but we already got her.
I should get word that we're safe to our parents as soon as possible. I hope to see you again soon. And Liam, straight to Leywin, you hear?
I just want a moment to catch my breath and thank your friend here, Mother.
All right, those are the 2 quests to get the companions. But I want to work with Bastion for a little while. I want to get him leveled up before I worry about leveling up Mirri. And as I said, I have Bastion as a Magicka support DPS. Mirri, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her. I might turn her into a healer. I hear she's a pretty good healer. So...
This is a great area for harvesting.
You think so, Bastion? Oh yeah, look. So anyway, if I go into my companions, I can use her now. So, yay. All right. Let's find that way shrine. And what should we do next? I know what, let's go here. I think we will start the story quest for Blackwood. Then we meet
the Ivory Brigade has need of you. You look like you've got your wits about you. Care to make a bit of extra gold working for Leywin's Ivory Brigade? I've been asked by my captain to find someone who can handle themselves. We need help with a delicate situation.
What's the situation?
Deadly secrets, assassins, murder. Now apparently a counselor has gone missing. Between the war, bandits, and cultists, the Ivory Brigade is like the Nord that tries to plug a leaking cask of mead, only to realize he doesn't have enough fingers.
What do you need me to do?
Talk to my commander, Captain Rian Lior. You can find him just outside the city gates, trying to appease some of the nobles. Tell him I sent you, and he'll put you right to work, I'm sure.
I'll go speak to Captain Rian Lior. All right, so we started the story quest line for Blackwood, but I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. And on the next stream, I'm going to try to stream tomorrow if possible, around 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will begin the Blackwood chapter story. The Blackwood story quests and any side quests that we run into. So Bastion and I, thank you very much for taking the time to check out the stream with me. And for those of you who didn't catch the stream but are watching on video, thank you very much for checking that out. And I'll see you next time. Until then, be safe, be well, and take care. Have a good night. Bye.